Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video, I do want to go over the best ways to be able to level up your role for the Naturalist role. Yesterday I actually released a video on how to make money specifically with this role. So if you guys want to make money with the Naturalist role, then make sure that you guys check out that video. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to be going over like how much experience points that you guys can actually get, and how to actually just get the most amount of experience points the quickest way absolutely possible. But anyway, if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. A like definitely goes a long way here on the channel. It shows your love and support of the videos. It tells me that you want me to continue making these types of videos. And honestly, it just really helps me grow here on YouTube. I definitely appreciate any of the support that you guys can actually go ahead and give to me. All right, so let's actually get right into it. And the first thing that we're actually going to go ahead and do is to show you guys what exactly you guys need to do in order to make a ton of experience points actually very quickly. Now, if you guys use the tips and tricks that I'm actually about to go over, you guys it will only take you guys a couple of days in order to rank up. It took me 2 days to get from rank basically nothing to a rank 20, and you guys can do the exact same thing as well. So I'm just going to kind of go over what I have. So obviously the main component of this is to be able to sell. Now obviously by making experience points you will make money. By making money you will make experience points. So a lot of these tips and tricks are going to be very, very, very similar to actually making money. So let's go ahead and kind of talk about them. So each of these samples, you can actually trade them in and get a little bit of XP for the Naturalist role specifically. All of these will be virtually exactly the same, including the legendary animals as far as the XP goes. So if we turn in any of these, we're going to get a little bit of XP. Now I'm not going to get any more XP for the role because of the fact that I'm already a rank 20, but you want to basically hunt and sedate everything that you guys possibly can. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is when you guys first become a Naturalist role, you guys will need to come to Harriet. Obviously making sure that you have a varmint rifle, because you're going to need that. That is going to be the way how you're going to make money, and it's going to be the way of how you're going to earn XP with this specific role. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is buy whatever sedatives that you guys can. This is really the only thing that you guys need. Now, I know that there are a lot of other people that are saying that you guys need to get the revivers and whatnot, but they are extremely expensive, and I'm going into this thinking that a majority of people are not wanting to spend a lot of money just to get XP. You only get, 11 XP extra, roughly, and a little bit more depending on what rank you might be in your outlaw pass, and we're going to go over that here in just a moment as well. So I don't think that this is worth it in the long run. I didn't use any of these and it still only took me 2 days. So I mean, if you really want to spend $160 to get maxed out animal revivers and basically continue to do that, by all means you're going to get a little bit more experience points, but it's not necessary. Because the only time I ever used the animal revivers were to test them out, and number two, as if they popped up as a daily challenge. That is literally the only thing that I've ever used those for. The other thing that is a complete waste of money, in my opinion, is the legendary animal pheromones. So, just if you guys get any special offers like we have over here, then by all means use them. But try not to buy them. They're $20 a piece. They're uber expensive, and the only time you can actually use them to get the experience points for hunting and sedating a legendary animal in free roam is if you already have found one. So they're not really worth it in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of break this down. So I just mentioned that pretty much everything that you guys possibly can sedate, you guys want to sedate. So it doesn't matter where you guys are at. Obviously the squirrels aren't a good idea, but like say this gray fox, which actually I need a couple of these right now anyway. So birds don't count. And any of the small like animals like the birds there, I mean you can shoot that if you would like it to, but it's going to kill it and it's not going to sedate any of the birds. So just be really, really careful about that. So you're sedating everything that you possibly can. everything, literally everything that you can. As soon as you run out of ammo, you're going to run back to Harriet and actually go ahead and basically buy more. There's a few different locations that you guys can actually find her around the map. So let's go over those locations real quick. There's one just north of McFarland's Ranch, which is obviously very close to a fast travel location. I believe this is actually the closest one. There is one that is going to be up by Wallace Station, which makes either Strawberry or Valentine the closest destinations. Either one of those will be fine. It's kind of like halfway in between, but it's still a lot further than the McFarland's Ranch fast travel location. And then the closest fast travel location is actually Lagra, because you fast travel here and it's literally right there. But those are the only 3 locations that you guys can actually go to talk to Harriet. However, each specific location is kind of nice. However, I would say my 2 favorite ones are actually going to be the Lagra and the Big Valley, because Big Valley has a variety of different animals, and keep in mind that you can only carry 10 of each sample in there. Right next to this specific one is a grizzly bear. Literally, it will spawn right in here. That it actually sells for good money, and you can actually get some experience points from that. Plus, along this entire Little Creek River area, you can find whitetail bucks, pronghorns. You can find elk. You can even find moose. You can find fox. You can find coyote. You can find wolves. Lots of variety up in this area, so that way you can maintain as many as you possibly can. Plus, it's really close to where she's currently at, and you can just keep going back and forth with it. As far as the type of animal, it really doesn't matter as far as getting the XP. And what matters is the amount that you keep bringing to her. That's what you want to do. Now, obviously, we're going to go into something here just a little bit that I want to point out in the Outlaw Pass. So if you currently have the Outlaw Pass, this is some of the things that you guys need to do. If you go back all the way to the beginning, any rolls will give you an additional 15% if you have the Outlaw Pass. So having just the Outlaw Pass at the very basic start of it, you guys will actually get a 15% roll XP bonus. So, which is really nice. So every 100 XP that you're getting for basically turning in some of these animals, you're going to get 15 extra. Which is pretty nice. Then eventually you're going to get a 20 XP right here. I'm sorry, 25. And then I believe the next one goes up to, it's either 30 or 35. 30. And then I think that's the last one out of all of them. And that's once you hit rank 45. So really, it doesn't take that long to start getting a ton of extra XP for any role, especially the trader or the naturalist role, which is what we're focusing on, to rank up extremely fast. Now, the other thing that you're actually going to want to do, as soon as you get to rank 4, you just saw in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to get opportunities to have the naturalist events. Do these. If you guys are a lower ranked naturalist, make sure that you guys are doing these as much as they pop up, as long as you're currently in Red Dead Online. Participate in them. You're going to get samples for free. You're going to be getting legendary samples for free, plus you're going to be getting all those experience points, plus experience points for completing the actual event as well. At rank 5, you guys will be offered the opportunity to start doing missions through Harriet. Now, this is what you guys really need to start working on, especially if you want to start going after some of the legendary animals, because right now, at least on the Xbox, you're not really finding a lot. So here's a fox that we're gonna. Oh, and I don't know if that was the one that we already got, but that's a red fox. We found a gray fox earlier, so let's just chase that one down and then collect its sample, because that's how you're gonna get a lot of experience points. And we're gonna get into the next thing here in just a moment. At rank 5, you guys will have access to 2 of the legendary animals missions that you guys can do, and then once you hit rank 10, you guys will have access to 3 of them. And then the other thing that you guys will want to do when we make it back up to area here is, before you get to a rank 5, you guys will have access to the
We live by our actions, and yours.
If we go into missions here, once she stops talking.
You on hearsay.
All right, go in here, and at the bottom right, you can actually see that there's start poached animals. So if you're not a high enough rank, you will be able to do those inside of the missions. Otherwise, these are the ones that you guys have access to. Otherwise, you can start a poached animal mission, which will also give you experience points for the role. And then you can loot people and do whatever else you need to do inside of that specific session. Now, there is something that I do need to point out for you guys, and that is within the animal field guide. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily know about this specific trick when it comes to either making money or even XP, and that is focusing on the habitats of certain areas. So farmland, desert, wetland, mountain, grass, and forest area, and then you got legendary going forward. Now, you can see that this one I've actually sold twice. Every time that you guys get an entire full stamp, so you know we got a black bear, we've got the grizzly, we've got one moose. We're missing just the regular moose. I got the gray fox now, so I can turn that one in. Then I just need to get a raccoon, a beaver, and a couple other ones, and I will be able to sell this. I'll make a good amount of money, $160. I know that's not like the best money in Red Dead, but just for collecting animal samples, that's pretty good. Plus, you're going to get experience points, and then you also get 1,000 XP. So if you have that XP bonus on it, especially if you're rank 45 or higher, you're going to get 30% extra, which means that now you're getting 1,300 experience points for that roll. You're ranking up every time you sell one of these entire. It doesn't matter which habitat you actually go after. As long as you sell an entire set, you're going to get 1,000 experience points plus the little bit of kickback. So, and you can do these multiple times. Now, this is what you guys got to do to be even more. This is what I did in order to get ranked up. You can see that I've actually sold it twice. I really haven't sold any since then, but I sold this one, this one here, this one, and then I just hunted as much as I possibly could. So I got over two full ranks just from selling these specific habitats to Harriet. So I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and do that. This is something that I really wish I would have known. Instead of selling multiple ones, especially of the more difficult ones to find, like say maybe some of the specific foxes might be a little bit harder. Like for whatever reason, I was struggling finding a whole bunch of silver foxes, and now I found a whole bunch of them. So I've just kept those samples, and I'm selling them one at a time. But moose, the western bull moose, and then just the regular western moose, those are probably the hardest in this specific category to get. But those you can be found around the Aurora Bison area by Manzanita Post, or you can actually find them in Big Valley, which is really close to one of Harriet's locations, which I previously mentioned. And those locations, actually, I've been able to find a lot of these animals. Fortunately, they only spawn in one at a time. And sometimes you might get like 3 of the western moose, and then the next time you might get like 5 of the western bull moose. But there's a lot of other animals in that area that you can actually focus on. So if we're working on the forest and river one, you can also find all of these type of animals up there, like the elk and the pronghorns and stuff like that. You can also find bison just outside of Manzanita Post in the Great Plains. Wild boars are in that area as well, including coyotes and gray fox or gray wolves, and even the timber wolves are all in that specific area around the Aurora Bison. So if you focus on the forest and the mountain together, you guys will level up extremely fast. So I hope that one tip helps. So if you guys get multiple of them, keep them. Never sell an entire full set unless it's like a really common animal like raccoons or rabbits or deer. Then by all means sell them, because you can only carry 10 at a time. But hopefully that does help you guys out. If you guys do have any other further questions regarding how to level up or make money or whatever with the Naturalist role, by all means leave a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to help you guys out if I possibly can. But if you guys did enjoy the video in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.